Rabino principal de Sudáfrica y fundador del proyecto Shabbos Project, y viene a platicarles un poquito la historia del proyecto y la importancia que tiene en la comunidad judía mundial el proyecto de Shabbos. Entonces vamos a darle una calurosa bienvenida. The speech will be in English, so please listen.
Okay. Hola, hola, that's my Spanish. It's lovely to be with you, and thank you for your time. And I want to take questions from you, so start to think about questions if you've got some questions. But before we take questions, so you can start to think if you have some questions. Before you take questions, I just wanted to talk to you about the Shabbat project and to ask you to be my partners in it, to join me to work on the Shabbat project together with me, because it started in South Africa in 2013, and at the time we thought it would only be for the South African Jewish community, but people embraced it so warmly that from there we started getting emails from around the world, so we created a video on YouTube in 2014 to explain the project, and then hundreds and hundreds of emails poured in from all over the world, to the point where this last year we've now got partners working on the Shabbos project in 1,152 cities, in 95 countries, with more than 1 million people involved. And it's all grown through Facebook, through YouTube, through the internet, through Twitter, this has been the way that it's grown. Also, you've got an amazing Shabbat project committee here in Mexico, and I want to support them because they've done such amazing work. So what I wanted actually to ask you, and I've been talking to other schools, I've been visiting some of the schools this morning, and everyone is really keen, and that is for you to join me, to be my partners to promote the Shabbat project. So what I wanted to do was to say, maybe you'll make a committee, a Shabbat project committee from amongst you, who will be involved in promoting it. And what does it mean to promote it? That you'll create a video to talk about it, say to your friends to do it. And there are two aspects to the Shabbat project. The one is to arrange an event, so you could do a tish on the Friday night, or we could do a Shabbat, a Friday night dinner, or a Sudash Lishit, or something special, just for the youth. And then the other thing is to encourage people to actually keep Shabbat. And this is the important thing. We want to try and get as many teenagers to keep Shabbat as possible. So to say, we're going to create videos where you'll say, it's Friday afternoon, and you'll say, like, I'm going to, when it comes to Shabbat project, I know that many of you anyway keep Shabbat, but I want to try and make a thing of this to get other teenagers who don't always keep Shabbat to say that just for this Shabbat and the Shabbat project, everyone's going to switch off their phone and we're all going to spend the time together because Shabbat is so special and it's such an important part of what it means to be a Jew, and Jews around the world are doing it. There's so many Jews all around the world that are involved in it, so let's get involved. So that's what I wanted to put to you, that are you interested to form a Shabbat project committee here at the school, and then we can work together on taking the Shabbat project further and further and get as many youth in Mexico as possible, and then also to send a message to teenagers your age in another schools around the world, to say to other Jewish children around the world, get involved, come and join us, and that's what I wanted to put to you. So you guys, are some of you keen to form a Shabbat project committee? Are you in to work with me as a partner in the Shabbat project? Yes. Okay, great. That was a nice strong yes. So I'm excited to have you as partners. So I'm going to leave it with you guys. You can form your own committee, and then you can create a video, and we'll work with you and we'll help you in that process. But it can be amazing because then you can reach out to all of the students who are your age in Mexico City, but then also further than that all over the world, and you can reach, because today on Facebook you can reach a Jew anywhere in the world. There isn't a Jew anywhere in the world that you can't reach. So that's what I wanted to. Now then we can take some questions. Yeah.
Or like normal Jews that keep Shabbat always.
Yes.
What can we do different?
That's a good question. I think what you can do different is to get as many teenagers your age to keep Shabbat. You've never kept Shabbat. In other words, to find teenagers who you know in other schools and phone them up and say, why don't you keep this Shabbat? That's your job. If you normally keep Shabbat, then your job is to get as many teenagers involved to keep that Shabbat as possible, and then also to help arrange an event. Maybe we can make a youth event for all teenagers to have like a tish on the Friday night, or a Sudash Dishit, or something like that, where everyone can get involved. So those are two things you can work on. If you Shomer Shabbat yourself already, get other people involved and then help. Let's arrange a special event just for the youth. That'll be specially for them. Okay?
Bueno, para los que no conocen el concepto, les quiero explicar muy brevemente cuál es la idea o cuál fue la idea de este rabino que tomó esa iniciativa y su Shabbos Project. Es el rabino principal de Sudáfrica y él hace 3 años tomó una iniciativa de hacer un día que todos se unan, todo el pueblo de Israel, primero los judíos de Sudáfrica, cuidar un Shabbat, unirse con el Shabbat. Tal vez la mayoría, una gran parte no cuida el Shabbat, pero es parte de nuestra identidad, de nuestra esencia. Y resultó, todos festejaron un Shabbat para sentir, aunque sea una ocasión, sentir esa energía tan especial del Shabbat. Y eso se fue extendiendo y se convirtió, como se lo llamó Shabbat Project, el proyecto de Shabbat, de que una vez en el año, tratar que en todo el mundo, todos los judíos del mundo, cuiden ese Shabbat a su manera, aunque sea. Cada uno lo que puede, lo ideal es cuidarlo completamente con todas sus reglas, a que no pueda así participar, y eso se crea una energía, es algo impresionante. La verdad tuvo tanto éxito, como dijo, más de 1100 ciudades en el mundo que se están uniendo, y es algo, aquí lo hicimos en México, diferentes actividades, y por eso es el proyecto tan especial. Yo creo que parte de los 10 mandamientos de nuestra esencia, de nuestra identidad es eso, y además experimentar lo que es un día tan especial, que tiene una energía, pero unirse a todo el mundo en ese día es algo muy especial. Es lo que les está pidiendo, como yo creo que todos aquí en Monte Sinai el inglés es perfecto, el 100%, le entendieron el 100%, pero si a alguien se le pasó alguna palabrita que no entendió, ustedes tienen que ser ahorita los aliados para promover esto, que es algo tan bonito, y hacer actividades. Tomen la iniciativa y busquen ideas originales para hacer este Shabbat, cuando va a ser, que se les va a avisar, el 27 de octubre, sábado, que es el 26, que es viernes, se va a hacer en todos los lugares. Piensen ideas originales, hacer un video, hacer una actividad de Shabbat en la tarde, busquen, recluten jóvenes que tal vez no experimentaron, y conviértanse ahora sí, en los soldados del ejército de Dios para un proyecto tan importante, tan interesante y tan espectacular, que la verdad el rabino tuvo esa iniciativa, un mérito invaluable, y que queremos de verdad, primero que todo, antes de continuar con las preguntas, un gran aplauso. Y ahora sí, sigan con las dudas que tengan al respecto.
Preguntas.
Any other questions?
Nice question.
I think that the important thing about the Shabbat project is it reminds us that Shabbat is the most important part of what it is to be a Jew. It's at the center of Jewish life. That it holds all of Jewish life together. It's in the center of the week. And to be a Jew, Shabbat is what it is to be a Jew. It's part of who we are. And that's why it's so very important. Any further questions? But I'm pleased that you guys are in and will be part of the project, and that you'll be forming a committee. So that's very exciting, and I look forward to working with you. And please email me, and we'll and I'd like to hear and see what you're doing.
No, es que está planteado con el Rab, es de que realmente aprovechen la oportunidad. Ustedes son jóvenes y conocen lo que les gusta, y conocen el Rabino Tobal. Entonces lo que él más quiere es que ustedes hagan algo para ustedes. Siempre está la cuestión familiar, está el CNIS, está todo, pero fíjense qué padre sería que tomen la iniciativa de ver qué nos gustaría como jóvenes hacer, obviamente con el espíritu de Shabbat, etcétera, pero que pueda ser algo que haga la diferencia. Imagínate todos juntos una tarde, aquí en la escuela, en alguno de los templos, puros jóvenes de la comunidad, ustedes invitados, a otros amigos, etcétera, todos juntos comiendo, disfrutando, cantando, ya sea pedirle a otros niños que vengan de alguna manera darles una clase, lo que sea. Realmente los más grandes motivadores de esto son ustedes, es para ustedes. Entonces, no esperen que los adultos hagan y te digan tu papá, bueno, vamos a ir a la cena en el Sharle Simha o en el Monte Sinai o en los Ashkenazim. Traten ustedes de tener un poquito todo el Shabbat, una motivación. Y los que cumplen Shabbat, yo hace un año fui a casa de la familia Asa, que hizo Isaac, que hizo Daniela, una niña que es de Latir, invitó a todas sus amigas, se quedaron a dormir, estuvo increíble. Otras familias sé que dije, bueno, no pueden todo el Shabbat, en la noche hizo una cena preciosa para todos los amigos. Y realmente, o sea, es para ustedes. Entonces el liderazgo no lo esperan los adultos, háganlo ustedes. Y es lo que el Rabino ha hecho mucho, que la gente lo haga para ellos y de esa manera lo increíble. Tienen gracias a una comunidad muy fuerte, tienen rabinos increíbles que los pueden apoyar, nomás dense el tiempo para hacerlo y tomen la motivación. ¿Sí puedo decir que usted lo va a apoyar todo, Rabino?
¿Cuántos voluntarios?
Entonces ahora los Javis van a hacer la colecta, ¿ok?
Voluntarios.
Tienen ya 6,000 voluntarios en el mundo, imagínense qué cosa tan increíble, y todos con un único objetivo. Mira, no hay ningún proyecto del mundo que ha crecido tan rápido como esto, porque la gente realmente lo disfruta, como el Rabino Tobal, la energía del día, toda la unión, ver gente de todo tipo, es algo muy muy especial. Así que ojalá que ahora ustedes lo hagan parte de ustedes, con sus amigos, sus amigas, de una manera muy especial. Ojalá que ustedes estén parte, porque siempre acuérdense que el placer más grande es cuando uno lo crea, no cuando uno lo recibe.
And just to add one thing here, also try and think of new ideas. There was a teenager in Johannesburg that came up with an idea that everyone who would join the Shabbat project and commit to keeping the Shabbat this year, it's the 27th, 28th of October, would get would wear a yellow luminous shoelace in their shoes. So that would become the sign. And he came up with that idea, and then you had the whole school with everyone with yellow luminous shoelaces. So that could be an idea for here, but maybe you come up with other ideas, because I want you to think of yourselves as leaders. Also got a teenager from Seattle, Washington, who contacted us, and he ran the whole Shabbat project for Seattle, Washington. So don't think that just because you're young that you can't do things. You are leaders and you can do great things, and I want you to come forward and to take charge and to really get involved, because you can do great things. All right, great. Lovely to talk to you all. Shi'eh lachem shana tova.
In the name of the school, you get this diploma for sharing your knowledge to our kids.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. 100 years of history.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Eso es para todo público. En Johannesburgo, el rabino invitó a un cantante de rock muy famoso ahí, que no cuidaba Shabbat obviamente, y él promovió ese Shabbat. Lo promovió también por televisión, dijo yo lo voy a cuidar, y le siguieron muchísima gente. Pero eso está enfocado a concientizar parte de nuestra identidad, quien sea, ¿eh? No tiene que ser, como dijo, no nada más, obviamente cuida Shabbat, no es solamente el mensaje, es el mensaje para todo el más alejado, algo diferente, algo con canciones, animado, interesante. Yo creo que ustedes tienen la capacidad, ya son de buen ambiente, ya los conozco, y tienen la capacidad de hacer algo increíble. Esperamos las iniciativas.